What is going on, Flex fam? Thursday workout. We got Flex Scorcher Volume 2. So we hit the upper body on Tuesday. We got to get some lower body in today, right? Get the whole thing going. So, a little bit of a building and sculpting style workout. Our first 2 weeks of our building and sculpting is on a Tabata time frame. So this workout, once we get through our warm-up, going to be a Tabata time frame, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're hitting 8 rounds per exercise. Let's talk about it. The warm-up, you guys, we're going to start with the fencer stretch. So we're going to get a little wide stance going here. One foot, is pointed forward at my opponent. My other foot is back and braced. So I'm going to lunge back and lunge forward. All right, and I've got my sword in hand. Got to make sure you're serious about this whole fencer deal. We're going at these opponents. No jokes. All right, here we go. So I'm getting my 10. Once I get 10 on one side, I can switch it up. Boom. And I'm getting the other side. So really opening up the hips here. Getting that nice little fencer stretch. Next up, we're going to be going body weight Russian baby maker. So I'm going to have my feet about shoulder width apart. All right, Russian baby makers first. We're going to hinge. Then we're going to squat. We're going to return to that hinge and then stand tall. So, we can just have an imaginary object, hold our hands in front, hinge, squat, hinge, back to a standing position, working through 10. All right, next I'm going hurdle walks. So we're going to do 3 rounds of 4 hurdle walks forward and 4 hurdle walks backward. So I'll just go hands on my head, right? And I've got an imaginary hurdle. I'm stepping over, that's 2. There's 3, there's 4. Now I'm going back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one set. I'm gonna do 3 of those. So this would be the start of set number 2. And again, going 4 forward, right? Getting over those hurdles, and then 4 backwards, getting over the hurdle. Making sure I'm really pulling through my hip flexors. I want to get my knee as high as I can. I don't want to drag my foot over the hurdle. I want to get my knee up enough that my foot just kind of glides over the hurdle. So let's get them. All right, after our hurdle walks, we're going plank held, alternate knee tucks. So we're going to be in a plank position, elbows to the ground, knees off the floor, and I'm going to go alternate knee tuck. All right, I'm going to try to get my knee as close to my tricep as I can here. All right, next we're going tempo calf raises. Now, the tempo is something that we're going to see in the primer as well. So what we're going to follow is a 3-2-3 tempo. And what that means is from the bottom, right now my heels are flat to the floor. I'm going to go 3 seconds, working my way up. I'm going to squeeze that contraction at the top for 2 seconds. And I'm going to go 3 seconds all the way down. So this is a nice and controlled 3 seconds up, 2 second pause, 3 seconds down, calf raise. Right. Working through about 20 of them. Now I'm looking to go supine band kick out. So this is something that I'll do for the right and the left side. I'll go 10 right and 10 left. I can make this easier by grabbing further from the point of connection here at my foot, or I can make it harder by grabbing closer to that point of contact. So what I'm going to do is grab my band, right? I'll just kind of hold this over my chest. I'm going to kick that foot out and then bring it back in. Kick it out and bring it back in. So we're just getting a little bit of a activation here. Oh yeah. Kind of think like kick to the sky and then draw that heel down. That's really nice, getting the hamstrings and the glutes working there. So we'll go 10 per side. Alright, just got through that mobilization. Spent a good 10 minutes getting the body prepped up and ready to go. So now I want to get our primer going. So we're going to get these legs working a little bit. Okay, primer, we're going to take 5 minutes. The goal is going to be to work through at 3 rounds. 3 rounds would be really good in 5 minutes. Other than that, we're just going to do as many reps as we can. So we've got tempo bodyweight squat, which we're going to follow that same 3-2-3 tempo that we followed on the calf raise. And we're going to pair that with a seated bent leg heel lift. So lots of hip flexor, lots of quad activation here, right? Hamstrings, glutes especially with the squat. So what I'm going to do is get my feet shoulder width apart. For my tempo squat, I'm going to go 10 reps. I'm going to work down, 3 seconds down, 2 seconds at a pause, 3 seconds up. Then I'll work back down. All right, pause for 2, 3 seconds up. Okay, I'll go through 10. Bam. All right, we'll say that was 10. Now that I've gotten 10 of those, I'm gonna come to the floor and I'm gonna get a slight knee bend here. So roughly, maybe that's a little bit more than 90 degrees, but relatively close. I can place my hands just behind my hips here to give myself a little bit of support. I don't want this to be a core exercise necessarily, so I don't want to have my hands in front. I'm not trying to like brace and hold, right? Put my hands here for support. I want my quads to get some activation here. So slight knee bend, and I'm gonna draw the knees towards the chest, heels driven off the ground. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and that's gonna get your core a little bit, but I can definitely feel that fatigue building up in those quads there. We're going for 30. Once we get 30, taking it back up, working through the squats again. And now it's workout time. So we're getting this thing 6 exercises, 8 rounds, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Let's talk about the first exercise. We're gonna go narrow stance to wide stance bodyweight squat. So the way this will work, narrow stance, we can have our feet just underneath the hips, right? Or if you're really good, side by side, close together, okay? We're gonna hit the squat, we're gonna jump out wide. Hit the squat in the narrow, jump out wide, hit the squat in the wide position. So for 20 seconds, I'm working inside and I'm working outside. Let's do it. Next up, we're gonna go curtsy lunge with a knee dry. Now this is one, if you've got a dumbbell or a set of dumbbells, most certainly can add those into the equation to give yourself a little bit of external resistance. So if I start from a standing position, okay, let's say I had 2 dumbbells, I'm gonna hold them down by my side. If I've got 1, I can maybe hold it in a goblet position. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curtsy lunge, step back, boom, and knee drive. Step back, alternate, knee drive. So I'm going right to left, okay? One like this, we're thinking about tempo. So we're working, right? I'm not gonna slow down. I'm gonna go 20 seconds, getting as many reps as I can here. All right, now we're gonna take it to single leg glute bridge. So this one here, we're gonna go 20 seconds right. For the next 20 seconds, we're gonna go left, right? And then we'll alternate each round. So you're going 20 seconds on one leg. You'll switch legs in that 10-second transition. So what I can do, I can have one leg out straight, okay, or tucked in. Either way is good. I'm gonna have the other foot flat to the ground, or at least have my heel be the main point of contact. Now from here, what I can do, I'm just gonna relax the head, get my hands behind my head, right? I wanna try to isolate as much of the lower body as I can. So usually I would have my arms by my side, but then that's gonna make me put my elbows into the floor. I don't want my arms to help out here. So I'm gonna tuck my hands behind my head, okay, and then from this position, I'm working 20 seconds. I'll do as many reps as I can on that one side. Get it real nice and lit up. In that 10-second transition, that's when I'm gonna switch. And then I'll get my other side. Really reaching peak contraction on my reps here. So I'm not trying to short myself. I wanna get my hips as high to the sky as I can on every rep. Next up, we're gonna go reverse plank glute bridge. So this is one, it's gonna get the glutes. We're also gonna get a little bit of hamstrings in here as well. Okay, if your shoulders aren't too stable, you might get a little bit of a shoulder and tricep pump as well. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get into a reverse plank, which is like so. So I got my hips up, driven to the ceiling, heels dug into the ground, hands placed to the floor. I'm nice and sturdy throughout my body. I'm gonna let the hips drop to the floor, and I'm gonna work them back to that bridge position. Oh yeah. So really squeezing through the glutes, really dragging through your heels to get those hamstrings working. 20 seconds work, get that 10-second rest. Next up, we're going fire hydrants. So this one here, if you guys have a mini band, you can throw a mini band around the thighs, and that would really light these up, right? But either way, we're gonna get the glutes working here. I'm in a position on all fours, right? I'm just gonna focus on one leg at a time. I'll switch every 20 seconds. I'll go from right leg to left leg, but I wanna do all 20 seconds on one side. So I'm driving that leg out to the side, really squeezing the glute, right? I'm gonna actually not rest my knee completely on the ground because I wanna keep that tension there. I don't wanna give myself any relaxation here in that 20 seconds. I really wanna get as much burn going in that glute as I can. Once that 20 seconds is up, 10 seconds rest. The next 20 seconds, I'm working the other side. Working the other side. Last but certainly not least, we're gonna go reverse Nordic hamstring curl. So, reverse Nordic hamstring curl, I'm gonna take a position on both knees here, okay? Notice I'm in a tall kneeling position. So when I say tall kneeling position, that just means I'm not seated on my heels, right? My hips aren't broken, my hips are extended, so I've got a straight line from the shoulders to the knees. And I'm gonna maintain this rigidity, this straight line throughout the entire movement. So what I wanna do here, right, is just break from the knee joints. I'm gonna let myself work back as far as I can. I wanna feel that lengthening in my quads, I wanna feel that engagement, and then I'm gonna pull myself forward. So I've gotta really squeeze my quads, right? I've gotta have my core braced. Again, we're not breaking at the hips. So the erectors are engaged, but the glutes are engaged. I'm working back. Once I get far back as I can, I'm pulling myself back forward to that start position. So it's almost like a catapult, right? Your head is where the rock is, right? This is the lever. Boom. I'm pulling myself back into that forward position. Let's get those quads lit. And that covers the Scorcher Volume 2, lower body building and sculpting. Let's keep on being great, you guys. We gotta keep grinding through everything. Keep on working on the fitness, right? We ain't gonna let no stay-at-home orders, no virus, nothing like that gonna hold us back from getting where we wanna go, right? I come in here every day and see these motivation pieces on the board, right? We can't forget about this stuff right here, you guys. This right here is everything. We don't need a gym to do it because we think we can, right? Right? We don't need to be in the gym to be an example to others. You know what I mean? Right? We don't have to be in the gym to not die before we're 90. I could go all day, you guys. Don't ever forget about some of the stuff that you guys put on this board. Let's make sure we're still grinding each and every day, putting in the work, doing what we can to be as healthy as possible, right? So that we can continue to live long, healthy lives and look good while doing it. So keep flexing on, you guys.